Arizona is one of the few states still counting ballots today. Joe Biden is holding on to his narrow lead over President Trump, but the state and its 11 electoral votes are still too close to call. NBC News political reporter Vaughn Hillyard joins me from Scottsdale, Arizona. Vaughn, get us up to speed. Where is Arizona with its vote count today?
Allison, we are 6 days after Election Day, and we are still counting votes here in Arizona. We should note that Joe Biden's lead right now is just about 17,000 votes. It is substantially decreased over these last several days because of the type of ballots that were coming in. But we should know there's only definitely about 30,000 votes that are left to be counted. There is an additional potential 50,000 other votes that could be valid. Those are provisional ballots that voters have to verify with an ID or their address, as well as early ballots that maybe their signature on their envelope didn't quite match what was in the state database, and they have to confirm that that is, in fact, them who sent in that mail-in ballot. And so the president's opportunity here to close that gap has narrowed substantially because the type of ballots that are left to be counted. Last night, about 7,000 of them came in, these particular types of ballots, and Joe Biden actually won them here in Maricopa County. And this is to note because these are those ballots that had to be specially processed. Those are, overseas and military ballots, braille ballots, large font ballots, damaged ballots that have to be more meticulously worked through here. And that is not a good sign for Donald Trump because they are much more representative of the state's electorate as a whole here. And in order to close that gap, the president needs more than just a 50-50 outcome here. And so that is the issue here at a time in which the president obviously needs more than a legal effort, but he needs real substantive votes. And Arizona was at one place where he seemingly had the opportunity to do that. But right now, that window of opportunity is significantly shrunk.
So, Vaughn, it's not that we don't love coming to in Arizona. I've told you this before. Your backgrounds are more beautiful than anyone else's. Absolutely gorgeous. But I think the big question people want to know is when is this finally going to be done in Arizona? When should we expect to have those final results?
Well, I wish we could call up the NBC News election desk, but they are very much siphoned off from our operations here. And I will take their word. And we have been cautious. And on that initial day, on that initial election night, Joe Biden had a double-digit lead initially. And we warned, we said, wait for these ballots to come in. That lead will substantially shrink. And in fact, they have. And I think that's why we, as an organization, and a couple other organizations have remained so cautious to call this race. That said, we should expect about 7,000 more votes to come out of Maricopa County today, a couple more thousand votes out of other parts of the state. And tomorrow night at 5 p.m. is the deadline for voters to verify those provisional ballots as well as those mail-in ballots, 5 p.m. tomorrow night. So it should happen soon, Allison. Until then, we allow the countdown to continue upward.
Hey, Vaughn, I will say this, and you mentioned it for sure. Our team here, the decision desk, really being so careful about calling things. So when NBC calls it, it is not just a flip decision. A lot has gone into it. And if it takes a while more to call Arizona, we're not going to complain about checking in with you. I just think a lot of people are getting sick of refreshing on their phone and being glued to their TVs. They have other things in their lives they need to do, right?
That's absolutely right, my friend. Maybe somebody here included. But you know what? For the good of democracy and the good of our election system, we will take it as long as it needs to take for the good of faith in these election system here in the state of Arizona going forward, my friend.
We appreciate your service. We appreciate your sacrifice. And we appreciate your commitment to providing us with gorgeous views of Arizona in the meantime. Vaughn, thank you so much.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.